Hello and welcome. It is Master Butterfree back again with another Pokemon Online battle. This is a mixed battle that was originally going to be NU, but unfortunately almost nobody on the server was running NU except for me. So my opponent leads off with this Blaziken as I lead off with my Cacturn. I go ahead and go for the Sword Stance because, I don't know, I just didn't really want to go for the Spikes because sometimes I prefer to go on the offensive with Cacturn just because Sucker Punch can do big damage against pretty much anything after a Sword Stance or two. So we both go for Sword Stance 2 turns in a row. And I know I can live with Fire Punch because of my Focus Sash, so he hits me with the Fire Punch, and I live with 1% HP because of Focus Sash, and I'm able to set up 1 layer of spikes. Now I go for Sucker Punch to do a little bit of damage before I die, and it actually does a lot of damage against this Blaziken, even though it resists it, but, I mean, anything at +4 is going to do a lot of damage. Now, seeing this Blaziken at +4 in speed and attack, I'm pretty much forced to go into Wheezing here because it is my physical wall. And so I switch into Wheezing. And I'm able to take the Fire Punch, but I do get burnt, which is not very good because that means Wheezing's not going to be able to stay out for more time in the battle. So I take him out with the Sludge Bomb, and then I go for the Will-O-Wisp against this Machamp. He goes into a sub, but I already hit him with the burn, so it doesn't really matter. I go for the Sludge Bomb just to take his sub out before I die, but for some reason he goes for the Earthquake. I guess he thought it might affect Wheezing, but it doesn't, so I just end up dying from burn damage anyways. Here I go into my Rampardos. I know I was hovering over Butterfree for a minute, but I decided not to right then. So I switch into Rampardos, and now that I'm in Rampardos, I can just go for a Zen Headbutt and take it out because this Choice Band Rampardos is just a monster with a attack of 702, I believe. Something around there. Might be a little bit higher, I'm not sure, but that's just my estimate. Now he goes into his Heracross, and I really should have switched out to Torkoal or Butterfree or really anything on my team besides keeping in Rampardos. But I decide to stay in for some reason, and I get hit with an Earthquake, and I'm taken out. Now here I switch into Butterfree, which is just a really underrated Pokemon, and it is a god in NU. So I go for the sub as he goes for a Sword Stance, and I'm able to go for the Quiver Dance because he goes for another Sword Stance, and so now I'm boosted, and that helps a lot. I go for Sleep Powder just to try to get this thing to sleep, even though it has low accuracy, but it does work. He's asleep, and I'm able to hit him with a Bug Buzz, and it turns out to be a crit, which, with the crit, the Tinted Lens boost, the Stab boost, and being +1 because of Quiver Dance, a Bug Buzz is gonna hit anything hard, even if it resists it. And I go for another Bug Buzz, thinking the same thing against his Gengar, but it actually takes the hit surprisingly well. Now, seeing that he went for Shadow Ball, I don't really need to go for another sub because if he goes for another Shadow Ball, I should be able to take it fine. So I go for Quiver Dance just to get a little bit more power behind my Bug Buzz, and I'm able to take the Shadow Ball just fine. Hit him with the Bug Buzz, but somehow he lives with 1% HP, and he tries for the Hypnosis, but doesn't quite hit me, and I'm able to go for another Bug Buzz for a 3-hit KO on that Gengar. He goes to Vaporeon here, and I go for the sub, and which was not the smartest move in the world, because he was just able to go for the Ice Beam and take me out anyways. I was thinking about the Sleep Powder, but I figured I should be able to take it out with a Bug Buzz, which I do, and I got a crit, which always helps. So now he's down to 1 Pokemon, Butterfree just sweeping his team pretty well. He goes into Metagross here, which is final Pokemon, and fearing a Rock-type move or a possible powerful Bullet Punch, I just go for the Sleep Powder, and I hit him with the Bug Buzz. He ends up waking up the next turn anyways, and going for the Earthquake for some reason, which doesn't affect me being part flying. And so, I'm able to just go for another Bug Buzz and get that 2-hit KO on that Metagross. Butterfree just sweeping like a boss. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had lots of fun with this battle, especially just using Butterfree was so much fun. And once again, I always take constructive criticism on my team if you want to leave a comment on how I can fix my team. I know my team has a big Rock-type weakness, and I've been kind of thinking on how I could fix that without taking too much out of my team. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and peace.